Hey, this is Different Careers with Kate Nudd. Again, we're going to go over another review of a continuing education course. This one is an ebook form. So it took over 2 hours and 40 minutes, a little bit. And it was only worth 1 CE hour. It should have been worth at least 2.5 CE hours. So I give this continuing education class an F automatically for that. Also, I failed the quiz the first time, so it gets an F for automatically failing the quiz the first time. Because that wasn't fun. That means as I was reading it, I wasn't fully comprehending everything to answer the questions correctly. And some of the questions actually that were on the test, there were 8 questions this time. Some of them I was like, I don't remember reading anything about that. So it wasn't clear and concise. So let us show some of the pictures. And basically the whole thing was about, animals can benefit from massages too. And they gave different reasons, but I was like, I don't understand all the reasons because it kind of went over my head. Because I'm not a massage I'm not licensed as a massage therapist to massage animals. So I don't know if you can see, but different people wrote these different articles. A bunch of different authors. So as you can see, you can massage cats or horses, but she's not really showing that. Here they're showing like touching a dog, pictures of like touching them, and it's more like static compression. And they were saying something, you got to make sure the pressure is, gentler. I don't know. I don't actually remember saying it. You have to be in tune with the animal and understand how to read animal body language. And so they're like, you have to talk with the owners in the process or the caretakers of zoo animals in order to like understand that. But as you can see, they're not like really showing. Yeah, they're saying you can massage a boa constrictor if they're having trouble getting their dry skin released or whatever. But when I pictured myself, I thought about getting training for this in the past, and I pictured myself massaging horses or dogs. And cats are hit or miss whether they like being petted or not. So like, I didn't really picture, massaging cats, but mostly dogs because like I've come across more dogs that love massages, and sometimes like other animals, they act like they didn't want to be petted. And then one time I went to a animal rescue place where they had goats and sheep, and the sheep seemed like they wanted to be petted, but they smelled so stinky that it's like, well, technically you really need a bath animals before you get a massage. So it's like a part of me wanted to keep petting the sheep, but it was like, you need a bath because you stink and you're making my hands stink. So like to me, like, and then I've petted horses in the past, and it's like, by me petting you, my hands ended up stinking. So see, they're showing a massage technique there, but they really didn't show like techniques in the pictures. Maybe there a little bit. And it's important to note, like in New York State, it was 100% made clear to me in massage school. Just because you get a massage therapy license in New York State does not mean you automatically have the license to massage animals. So they're like, you need to get some other certification where you are able to study anatomy and physiology of animals, and I guess like work under the supervision of a veterinarian or something, and then it would be okay to like massage animals. They didn't actually clearly define that. So it's like, you have to know the rules of the state. So technically, I think because like one of the articles was saying, if you're under the supervision of like a veterinarian or whatever, then you can assist in massaging animals. Probably if you've gotten like, what is it, the veterinarian assistant technician degree or something like that. I don't know. But that's why the disclaimer was, make sure you check in with your veterinarian, or work with a veterinarian. Have to know the rules of each state that you're going to. You can't just become a human massage therapist and then automatically go be a massage therapist and work on animals and charge people to do so. So there have been times when like I have massaged my brother's dog, but to me it was like I was really petting the dog. And then when I was in massage therapy school, after I graduated and got my license for being a human massage therapist, it seemed like sometimes animals, it's like they acted different towards me, because like when I was a kid, like sometimes like all the cats would want to stay away from me and they didn't like want me to pet them, and like dogs that were strangers, like they didn't really care to come up to me sometimes and have me pet them or whatever, like depending on the dog. But it just seemed like after I got my massage therapy license, some of the animals, especially cats, were more open to coming up to me for some reason, and were like, hey, will you pet me or whatever. And it also depends on the cat and the animal, because a lot of the animals, like or cats that I've run across, they act like, I don't care about you petting me at all. So I was like, okay, whatever. So, but yeah, animals need massages. It does help calm them down. They went into like, there was part of the article, it talked about how animals can have the same problems as some of their owners or whatever. So like, if you're tensing up while you're horseback riding, that energy could be translated to the horse and they could tense up their neck because they're nervous, because you're nervous. So they're going to need a neck massage. You're going to need a neck massage because you're both nervous while horseback riding or whatever. So, and then they talked about like a shark and a walrus getting massages, and a dolphin, and this one guy went to different zoos, and he said he went into the different zoos and he was massaging people for, well, not the people but the animals, for free, and not doing it, not charging them. So he may not have been licensed as a veterinarian, and so even though he was going and he knew what he was doing, I don't know, maybe he was licensed, I don't know, but it's like, why are you not charging for your services? So like, here's my critical thinking skills coming out. Like, are you not trained as a veterinarian? And so the guy's just going, because he wasn't bringing any harm to the animals, and he was like doing it for free. I don't know, why is he not charging the zoos? So yeah, there's my critical thinking skills going, like, maybe he's not licensed as a veterinarian in every state, or maybe he doesn't have the license because there isn't a national like massage therapy license for animals to be like, oh, I studied anatomy and physiology for this animal. I can travel to any state in the United States of America and massage these animals or whatever. So, and they're saying it was good for bunny rabbits too, especially bunny rabbits who have been traumatized or any animal that's been abused. That massage can help them be like adopted if they've been abused or experienced something like that. So, like, overall, like, I mean, it showed the importance of, like, you know, hey, animals need massages too. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it's different because I got tired of doing other continuing education credits. So, but at the end of the day, it's like, it also made me realize, at one point I was like, yeah, it'd be really, really cool to get some kind of massage therapy license where you can work on animals. But it's like, at the end of the day, I want the animals to have a bath and smell good, and like all animals that I've like come across, like, they don't smell good on a regular basis. So, and you, like, if you hit a sensitive area, the animal can't talk to you verbally like a human and be like, ow, that hurts, can you do a little bit less pressure? So to me, it would be too hard to even like switch over to become an animal licensed massage therapist, because it's like you would have to go to veterinary school or whatever. So in the end, I was like, a good information for, because they have like a bunch of resources where it's like, go to this place if you want to like know more and check out your state laws and stuff like that. So let's see here. So again, this is what the overview of the class is. Working with animals presents challenges and nuances that you won't see with human clientele, but it also provides opportunities for financial and professional growth. Some even say working with animals makes you better therapist for the human clients. This compilation of articles lets learners explore everything from the highly specialized I can't say that word for the life of me, market to working with abandoned animals to rehab with work with four-legged family members and more. So it doesn't really teach you how to massage any animals. So even if you want to like do massage stuff on your own pets, if you are a licensed massage therapist, it doesn't give you any real concrete pointers to know how to do that. So it's like, my approach with working on my brother's dog, it was more like in the process of petting her. Sometimes I would just like randomly do some massage techniques, and yeah, and then after I finished, because my brother has had two dogs. The previous dog, she was still alive while I was in massage school, and after massage school a little bit. And so I actually did some massage techniques on that dog, and like in the past I petted that dog, and then when I was trying some of the massage techniques on her, she lifted up her head at me and was like, what are you doing to me? You've never done anything like that to me in my whole entire life. So it was kind of funny to get her reaction. And so, but like I knew the warning signs, like she would give me a look like, if you keep doing that, I may bite you because I don't think I like it. So it's like you have to know the animal to also be able to massage them and stuff like that. But sometimes there's like this technique called jostling, where you kind of like manually vibrate their muscles. When I do that on dogs, it's more like I'm doing it to get a reaction out of them, kind of like playing with them, like, or like I'm messing with you right now, because I'm not sure they like it. But it's and then I stop before they bite me, and they're like, okay, you stopped, I'm okay now. So but it's like kind of, because like, dogs like rough housing sometimes. So I was using the jostling technique as, or like manual vibration, where you're like just like kind of shaking them as a way to like have fun with them or whatever. So I would not recommend that technique on animals if you're trying to massage like dogs, your own pets or whatever, because like I found with 2 dogs. Again, I don't have access to like a whole bunch of dogs, and I only tried it with dogs that I come in contact, like my brother's dog. I knew his dogs, so I felt comfortable trying it on them. And it was only like a rare thing. Most of the time I would pet them in a loving way. It's like if I'm trying to joke with them, because they don't understand what I'm doing, then I would get away with like the jostling or the like shaking them, which is like how you do like manual vibration on people. So, but I do not recommend that technique, because like, again, this is just the 2 dogs that I knew. They both didn't like like that technique. That's what their body language was telling me. That was the vibe I was getting from them. But other animals, some dogs I've run across, they seem to really love being petted. So like like I was able to pet dogs, and they seemed like they really, really enjoyed that. And so for me personally, I was like, technically you could say petting your animal is like giving them a massage, in simple terms. But instead of saying I'm massaging my animal, you're saying I'm petting my animal. But like there's also, if you probably went to veterinary school or became a chiropractor or acupuncturist or whatever, there's training that needs to be done to specifically work on animals. And there's probably hardcore different specific massage techniques that are like, these are beneficial for animals, do these techniques only. Because they have the research, they have the skill set to be like, we have found that these animals like these techniques the most. So if you learn something in school, being able to massage like a human, you can't just like, and then you decide I want to learn and be able to massage animals too, and you're getting further training and going to veterinary school or something like that, or you took veterinary massage classes in veterinary school because like a veterinarian was like, well, you don't have to like get veterinarian training in this state, you just need the massage animal classes, so, or whatever. Then it's like, well, you're gonna learn specific techniques that are more effective for animals versus like just going to human massage therapy training schools, and you learn stuff that works with humans. So for the most part, I realized it's easier to work with humans because you have the communication factor, where it's like I can verbally ask humans a question if this pressure is too much or too light, or I can communicate with the clients and be like, if the pressure is ever way too hard or way too light, please let me know and I'm happy to adjust the pressure. So you can't do that with animals. So that's why in the future, working with animals is not something that I'm going to be able to do. If I ever own my own pet, the purpose of owning them is not to make them my slave or something, or possession. It's like that's how it is in the United States of America right now. To have a pet, you pay for them and you own them and they become a part of your family. I look at pets as a member of your family, but that's how it works, is you pay for them. And then you have to go to your county and register them as your pet, especially a dog or whatever, probably even a cat. So anyways, I won't be doing massages on animals. And if I pet animals, technically I could potentially use massage techniques, but I'm not, like, if like I visited someone's house and I played with their dog or petted their dog, I'm not going to charge that person because I petted their dog. Because a lot of the times when I have petted or like sometimes I do try to do like Swedish strokes on them or whatever, and more flowy strokes on the animals to see what it's like. But it also, I have to gauge a dog that I don't know on a regular basis. Like, are they open to this? If they seem more open to, like, I really like you petting me, then it's probably safe. But you also need to talk with owners. Do you pet the majority of their body, or do they like certain areas of their body petted only? So but sometimes if a dog's like letting me pet them for a long while and they're just like laying there and they act like I'm not gonna get up at all, then it's like, then you can like try other like Swedish strokes. But I've only tried like the Swedish strokes on them and they were fine with it. But it's also like, I wasn't just jumping in to like, hey, I'm here to massage you and we're complete strangers. I let them warm up to me, because like dogs or animals, it may take them time to be like, oh yeah, you're okay, I'm assessing you, you're okay, you're a safe individual, you're not gonna hurt me, I'm not gonna hurt you, so we're good. Yeah, you can pet me, you can do some Swedish strokes on me or whatever. So yeah, but I never charged anyone because I was just enjoying being able to pet an animal, and I was glad that the owners were sharing their animal with me for a time because I don't have my own pet. And it was a time when my brother didn't have a dog and he wasn't in the area, so it was like there was quite a few years where it's like I craved the animal human bond, or the connection that you can have when you're petting an animal or around another animal. So I hope you found this video informative on animal massages. And just so we're clear, if you're a licensed massage therapist in New York State, you can pet other people's animals for free, but you need to work with a veterinarian. You need to figure out the veterinary New York State laws of how to be a licensed massage therapist for an animal. You probably have to do veterinary school or do veterinary tech or something, and work under a veterinarian to be able to do that if you have gotten a massage therapy license in New York State. Otherwise, it is illegal. So again, the it took too long, failed the quiz. But I did like some of the information. I thought the information, some of it was valuable because it educates people how to potentially go that route if they're interested. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.